Starting off in child's pose, let's begin to tune in on the breath. Just allow yourself to be here for a couple of breaths. And then make your way up onto all fours into your tabletop pose, stacking the palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow here, following the breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl in into your cat pose. Releasing the belly as you inhale, look up. Tucking the chin, the belly, and the toes. Exhale all the air out. Inhale again, scoop up. And exhale, allow all the air out. Inhale again, scoop up. And exhale all the air out. Good. Allow yourself to come back onto all fours. Release now that right leg behind you, setting up for sunbird. Sunbird, releasing that left arm in front of you. We're going to do a bit of crunches here. Bending at the knee at the elbow, curl it in. And as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl in. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl in. And inhale, lengthen. Fantastic. Allow yourself to come back to that tabletop pose. And let's do the other side. Left leg lifts. Right arm lifts. And same deal here. Bend at the knee at the elbow. Curl it in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. And inhale to lengthen. Release back to the floor. Tuck the toes. Make your way up to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, bending one knee at a time. Check in with the hamstrings, see they're pretty tight. If you need to, bend at the knees. Bending at the knees, look up, take an inhale. Walk yourself to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And come all the way up as you inhale, bringing the palms together, close the pose. Allow yourself a moment here, eyes closed, deepen the breath. We're going to flow from one pose to the next, so allow yourself to find that nice, smooth rhythm. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Blinking the eyes open, inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale again, flat back. Bending at the knees, plant your palms, step it on back to plank pose. Exhale, lowering the knees. Follow through by the chest. Inhale to cobra. Pump back onto all fours. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Belly's nice and drawn in. Good. Doing the best that you can to plant the heels towards the floor. Breathe. Bend your knees, take an inhale, look up. Exhale, stepping to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, palms together. We close the pose, exhale. Inhale, arms rises again. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale into your flat back. Bending at the knees as you exhale, planting the palms. Go ahead and step your feet back. Take an inhale here in your high plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, follow through with the chest. Belly's on the ground. Inhale into your cobra pose. And then pump yourself back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We're going to do this again for a couple more times, you guys. As you ground your heels to the ground, pump your chest towards the thighs. Bending at the knees again, take an inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, deeper forward fold. Come all the way up to standing. Palms touch above. And exhale, close the pose. Fantastic. Again, inhale, arms reaches to the sky. And then as you exhale, swan dive yourselves forward. Come up again, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, bend at the knees, plant the palms, step back to plank. Lower down through that vinyasa, knees follow through the chest. Inhale, scoop up for your cobra. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. I'll pause for a moment here. Spread the fingers wide. Fire up the toes behind you. See if you can lift the heel maybe a tad higher. And bend at the knee, stack at the hip here. Allow the shoulders to stay nice and square, nice and even. Bring the knee now to the elbow as you exhale. And then inhale, restack the hip. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. And as you inhale, restack the hip. Exhale, knee now to the left elbow. And then inhale, restack the hip. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose and gently step the foot right between the thumbs. Good. Keeping that left palm grounded, take a twist, reaching your right arm nice and high to the sky. So ideally, we're trying to get your left arm parallel with the right leg and do the best that you can to keep that right knee over the ankle. Exhale, place that right palm down, stepping that left foot up to the sky, and here's your warrior three. Find balance first, hips are square. See if you want to bring the palms to the heart. Find balance here. An option to fly the arms away in airplane. Good, hold here for a couple of breaths. Keep your toes active behind you. And then slowly exhale, release the fingers and step to the top of the mat. Let all the air out. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way up to standing again. Bring the palms over the head. And then exhale, close the pose. Inhale again, arms reach to the sky. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale into your flat back. Bend at the knees, plant the palms, step back. So we're going to flow through that vinyasa. Knees follow through the chest as you exhale. Inhale back and scoop it back to cobra. Plant yourself back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, we're going to lift that left leg up behind you this time and pause here. Belly's nice and strong. Toes behind you are active. And then bend at the knees, stack your hips here. Pause for a moment. One more breath. Good. And then slowly, as you exhale, bring the knee to the left elbow. And then inhale, restack the hips again. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. And then inhale, restack again. Cross the knee to the right elbow as you exhale. And then inhale, restack again. Exhale the knee to the nose, gently stepping the foot between the palms. Same deal here, taking a twist on the left side this time, reaching that left arm nice and high to the sky. Shoulders are stacked. Fingers reaching nice and high to the sky. Take one more breath here and slowly exhale the palm down, prepping for that warrior three. Bring that right foot behind you. Find balance first, and then option to bring the palms to prayer. Stay here, or option to fly your arms in airplane. Good. Belly's nice and active. Toes behind you nice and active. Taking one more breath, and then slowly release the palms and the right foot, all into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale again, deeper forward fold. Rising on up, bring the arms over the head, and then we close the pose. Palms over the heart. Good. Chair pose. Inhale, arms swing up. Squeeze the thighs together. Replant the feet, replant the palms. Maybe sink the hips back just a little bit more. Good. A couple more breaths here. And we're going to work our way down into a squat. Lift the heels. Come on down nice and slow. Release the fingers and palms to the floor so we can come down to seated, prepping for boat pose. With boat pose, spine's nice and long, let the shoulders glide back and then lift the legs up from the ground. Keeping the knees bent here, use your arms for support. Toes are nice and active. Options to straighten out the knees a little bit more. Breathe. Couple more. Nice. As you release to the floor, go ahead and use the palms from behind you. Let yourself swish the legs side to side. A little bit of calendar girl here. Windshield wiper. And we're going to do another set. Lifting the legs off the ground, using the palms for support. Straighten out the knees as much as you'd like. Maybe even releasing back down, all the way down to the ground, nice and controlled. Good. Now using the palms for support, we're gonna lift the hips and straighten out the legs all the way up towards the sky. And then slowly release the heels closer to the ground. Let it hover. Hold here. And then squeeze your legs back up towards the sky. Good. Releasing the legs again, let it hover. And squeeze it back up towards the sky. Good. Let it hover. And as you squeeze, lift the legs up a little bit higher. And then again, let it hover. Good. Go ahead and draw the legs back up again. And then let them hover. Come on up. And bring it down. Come on up. And bring it down. Come on up. And bring it down. Come on up. And hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a moment here to just release the back. Good. Reaching the legs up. We're going to rock yourselves up and down so we can pop yourselves back up into a squat. We're going to set up for an arm balance here for our crow pose or crane pose. You choose. As you lift the hips nice and high, come up off the heels. Lifting one foot at a time. Maybe both feet will lift the ground. Maybe your big toes will touch. Good. Keep squeezing your belly and lifting the hips just a tad higher towards the sky. And then we slowly lower down. As you come down into your squat, give yourself some wrist rolls here, you guys. Circling at one direction and then circling at the opposite direction. Fantastic. And we're going to come back down onto the floor one more time. Good. So as you place the palms back down onto the ground, setting yourselves up for another arm balance. Maybe we'll come up a little bit higher this time, lifting one leg then the other. Good. Again, it's always an option to straighten out the elbows if you want to go into crane. Otherwise, bent elbows just as good. Malasana pose and begin to circle again through the wrists one direction and circle them the opposite direction. Good. Using the palms for support, let's lift up again. Halfway lift as you inhale and exhale, come to a deeper forward fold. Go back chair as you inhale. Straighten the knees as you exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, flat back. Bend at the knees, plant the palms, step yourself back into that high plank pose. Lower back down into the vinyasa. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, beat back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Knee to the chest, exhale, stepping the right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, this is our crescent lunge, arms over the head. Plant the palms. As you exhale, stepping that right foot back, flowing again through the vinyasa. Inhale as you back bend, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, we lift the left leg up. Knee to the chest, step the foot forward. Inhale again into your crescent lunge. Plant the palms. As you exhale, we now step that left foot back, flow through the vinyasa, and breathe. Fantastic. Bend at the knees as you inhale, look forward. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale back into the chair pose, and let's flow. Straighten the knees as you exhale, swan dive. Inhale again into your flat back. Bending at the knees, planting the palms. Let's go ahead and step your feet back again. Inhale again into the chair. And exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhale again, flat back. And exhale, planting the palms. We now step the foot back. Take that vinyasa. You can always skip the vinyasas, you guys, if you wish. Or you can up level by not bringing the knees down. As you inhale, right leg lifts again. Knees to the chest as you exhale. Step the foot forward. Arms lift. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Plant the palms and stepping the right foot back through the vinyasa. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you come up. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lifts that left leg back. And then exhale, step the left foot forward. Come on up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Plant the palms as you step left foot back. Exhale again through the vinyasa. Inhale as you lift. And exhale, pump back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts as you inhale. Knee to the chest, exhale, step it through. Inhale again, back to crescent lunge. We're going to stay here for a few breaths this time. Good. Let the fingers reach up to the sky. Belly is nice and active. Palms now come to the heart. As you exhale, we transition to warrior two. Adjust the legs. Good. Shoulders are stacked well above the hips. Arms are nice and active as you're drawing the fingertips way apart from each other. Good. Focus towards the front of the room. Flipping that right palm, we're going to inhale, reverse the warrior here. Choices to keep the arm nice and tall towards the sky. You could always curl that right arm if you wish. Find that letter C from fingertips to the ribs. Opening up here through the side body. Good. Take one more breath. And on your next exhale, find yourself going the opposite direction, extended side angle. Again, with extended side angle, maybe we stack the shoulders and reach that arm over the head. Or you could always reach that left arm up and over towards the front of the room. Inhale, reverse the warrior again. And as we exhale, windmill the arms, stepping that right foot back. Take the vinyasa or not. And let's all meet back at downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left leg lifts as you inhale. Knee to the chest as you exhale. Step the foot forward, coming up again. Inhale, crescent lunge. Same deal here. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Let the belly stay nice and active. Keep reaching your fingers nice and high to the sky. Good. Take one more breath here. And then we transition yourself into your warrior two, adjusting the legs. Good. Arms are nice and steady. Good. Hips sinking nice and low. Nice. And focusing right past those left fingertips. Flipping the left palm. Go ahead and reverse the warrior here. So Hannah is opting to lift the arm nice and high to the sky. If you prefer to curl the arm over, curl it right over the head. Nice side body opening. And then exhale, find your extended side angle. Stacking the shoulders here. An option to either keep the arm nice and straight to the sky or bring that arm up and over the head. Good. One more breath here. And we slowly inhale, reverse the warrior again. Coming out of this, windmill the arms down. Step that left foot back. Take that vinyasa or not and meet me back at downward facing dog. All right, Hannah, let's go ahead and take a break. Everybody come down onto your knees. Slowly lower yourselves down. Let's take about 5 breaths here, you guys. Let yourself just chill for a little bit. Slow down that heart rate. Relax the belly. Let yourself just melt a little bit more towards the ground. Good. Close your eyes and pause here for a couple more breaths.